pleasant good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's a pleasure without no measure to be here in your company on this beautiful Tuesday morning, the 29th day of December 2015, and we're counting down to the new year. Thank God it is another beautiful day, and we're truly grateful and blessed to be here. While we are here, maybe not in good spirit, but broke. Some are not happy, some are not sleep good last night. Some people can sleep late and they never wake up. They wake up dead this morning. Some can sleep early and they still wake up dead. But we there, and we need to give thanks to the Almighty for that. We have to be cognizant that life is what God gives us, and the breath. We know one breath, no?
Mm-hmm.
It's a breath enough for we. So if you're gonna sleep last night and you're upset with somebody, and you wake up this morning, feel good if you go back and tell them hi and just talk it over, right? So right now, even though some people might think so that you have it for Guinea and you're out and you know they are vexed and they don't believe you, just smile with them. Whatever the case is, just make one better situation out of the worst.
Yes.
So with that, I want to turn it over to our good friend here. Morning, Emmanuel.
Morning, D. Morning, D. And I concur. And good morning, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, everybody. Wherever you may be. Si es que están en su casa, si es que están en la carretera, en la chamba, buenos días todos. Muy buenos días. And you struck a note there, Try to make a difference because, a lot of us are sometimes, by nature, a lot of us are very vindictive.
Yes.
We're very vengeful, and we like to keep grudges forever.
You know, I got to church Sunday, not Sunday, Christmas Mass, and Father Tony spoke wonderful about
What
Christmas.
time did you go to church?
I did the 9 o'clock Mass.
Okay, I went 7.
Father Tony spoke about those who want to, who are giving you, but with the mentality of what are you going to give me?
Right.
I buy this Christmas gift for you, but I don't know what you want to give me. That's not the thing. And sometimes even in your workplace, sometimes I want to carry tacos for your colleagues there and stuff like that. Or maybe you can't meet it this morning and stuff like that, or the next morning, but sometimes you want to waiting, right? But you give from the heart. That was the whole
When you give
message.
from the heart, it's the best giving. Because...
Or like the line where you say, what? I'm going to your house. Or heal you, better go eat tamales or So you go heal me or you go out of my pot.
Yes, you go out of your pot.
You know.
That's the way.
Nice mass, though.
But yeah, right.
I
enjoy his masses, and they're short and sweet.
But he struck a note, Emmanuel. I was thinking about it from ever since he said it. I don't know if it's the same line he spoke about in the earlier mass. I don't know who did he do the earlier mass?
He did the earlier mass.
Okay. When he kind of put some thought in my mind, because he was talking about the angels. And he said, if the angels appeared to you, not going to tell me pretty and this and that, because he used some example when the angel appeared to Mary and said, do not be afraid. And then he used another line where the angel appeared to somebody and like it wasn't a pleasant
experience
if an angel come to you. Then it make I wonder then who they paint this white person in a gown with beautiful wings.
and yes.
You understand me?
And seraphim and cherubim and all of the beautiful faces.
How you call the thing over your head?
Exactly.
How you call the halo?
Yes, and the halo.
And the examples he gave in church was like, if an angel come for you that time to make you piss yourself. It's straight up,
Yeah.
But it want to make you wonder, right? Make you wonder how we reach it. But again, the message was good, and he really uplifted me for the Christmas season.
The message in general was I think 7 o'clock mass was, like you correctly said, when you give, try to give
Freely give, freely receive.
out of the kindness of,
Of your heart, right?
And if I have a loaf of bread and I know that I will need that bread for the rest of the week, but I also know that my neighbor is going through difficult times, and that if I give that person some of the bread that I have, that is going to be so deeply appreciated. It's going to make a difference in that person's life.
Right, right.
You know, and when you do that, a lot of people will say, "Chop, me no go and get my food, because then I will be left out. I will left without.
Yeah.
So what kind of food am I to be giving what I will be needing afterwards?"
You know, I got a sister who like,
know.
who like say, Angie like say, the Lord will provide.
Exactly, exactly.
Just like
and
so.
you don't. And that's for the person who does not have faith.
Right.
That's for the person who doubts.
Well,
That's for the person who doesn't believe in the love of God. But at the end of the day, I have noticed that, believe me, when you need, it comes. It comes. Regardless, it comes. So,
with that, Emmanuel, before you pray, and I just want to say at 10 past 7, I want to share something with
certainly, man.
our audience this morning. Maybe this is what I could share with them, pass on some new knowledge this morning, and it could help. I had gotten if you notice, I was absent from work 2 days before Christmas Eve. I had got a terrible flu. And you know when you got flu, you call it cold and that kind of thing. And
Yes.
I took some medication, but I want to tell everybody, you see that thing when they call soursop leaf, the soursop. Why that thing amazing? You know, if you got cold, if your children they got runny nose and you don't want to stop, you get some soursop leaf.
But this is which leaf? The mature leaves or the young leaves?
You pull the mature one. It don't
The
matter
mature.
to me, leaf the leaf. You know.
What you do? You just boil
Boil
it
it, yeah, you boil it. I like buy like 10 leaf in a liter of water.
until it literally boils.
Yeah,
Okay.
some people prefer drying the leaf because they say take out the toxin out of the leaf, you know. But me buy it right, so. And I just put aside the cold water and the regular water, and I drink that. I come out of my house, I carry my water bottle, and believe it or not, that thing there. Remember the days I couldn't work, and you know, clear a throat. I think make you spit out cold like crazy. Crazy. All the cold out your body, they come out. I think you have to slow down because you need something in your body, you know, right? But, you know, I advise anybody, man, that soursop leaf now. And they claim that on Discovery Channel that it is good for prevention of cancer. Even the soursop, when you eat it a lot, it prevents you from cancer, kill
I
cancer
imagine it has
cells.
a lot of antioxidants
Yeah.
and so forth.
And it make you sleep good too. You know, it calm you down. So I drink my glass before I go sleep that night, the morning before I left my house. But I've told several people about it in the past, right? You know, first time I use it, and they've tried it. I had a gentleman come back to me over the weekend, and he said that he remembered I told him some year or so ago, and he drank it for about a month. He said from there he no catch a cold. You know, but it's good. You don't have to visit the drugstore. All you have to do is maybe ask your neighbor if you don't have it. Maybe your neighbor have at least a soursop tree in the yard. Pull the leaf. I get 2 boil out of a pot, and it don't taste no way. The water just changes. Like
So all you do is boil it and
drink
then
it.
drink it. Just take out the leaves after that and you drink the water, right?
Yeah.
Very
It
simple.
don't taste no way. It tastes, the taste not change. All it change that the color of the water get green. And that's it. And I share that with everybody this morning. And
In the hope that it will be of use to somebody out there,
I've
right?
seen where it worked. My nephew had double pneumonia once in the hospital. This is a real testimony of God. And he was in there for 2 weeks. At that time, he was about 3, 4 years old. When the little boy snoring, man, like a big man, you're frightened. You know, like how he sounded, cold, right? They already diagnosed him double pneumonia, and they put him on nebulizer, and then gave him medication, and then, And one of my aunt from Lucky Strike showed up there one day with a gallon of water, green water. Tell me, sister, I said, "Get this in a baba. Get this when you ask for water. You just get this." And within 2 days, when the little boy start to pass cold, brother, my sister said, "You want to run and all. Green and yellow." Within 4 days of drinking that, they sent him home from the hospital. The doctor asked, he said, "Are you giving him something on the side?" He said, "Why?" Because, he did. And they said, "Yes, that's soursop leaf water." And the doctor said, "Well, continue." And they sent him home. After spending 2 weeks in the hospital, he went home in 4 days.
I can even attest to the fact that, and we're just sharing this some tidbits
Probably
here,
knowledge,
that and in regards to the same leaf, that even persons who are suffering diseases like cancer, and these persons have claimed that they have seen significant changes.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's even been questioned by the doctor himself, that what you did do. Because last time I checked this thing out, it made the like so, now it is so.
That's true, man. The other day last year, I was at home relaxing. My brother called me from the US. He said, "What's up, B? Why?" He said, "You know what?" I said, "What happened?" He said, "How you go get some soursop leaf to me up here? LA, right?" Tell him why. He said, "Boy, we grew up with this thing, I believe this, I just the watchman discovered where all this thing are good for." He said, "I never knew we had this thing, abundance, that Belize, right?"
Yes.
So I told him, "Well, I could send some for you." And when he came home, I asked him about it again, and he said that they find it over there on eBay, about 15 US for 7 leaf. So, possibilities that there is even a market out there for it now.
That's right.
And he said, when he came back, I gave him a Ziploc bag with a nice amount of leaf. And he took it and he got home. A couple months after, I sent some with somebody, but they took it away. They took it away at the airport from that person. You know how the US story, maybe he never labeled, but all in all, I'll take this time out to share that with you guys.
Let me quickly do the weather report.
Right.
Today we'll only do quickly on our Father. Well, let's do the regular prayer. I feel that I don't feel. I feel no. I feel that I will do my regular prayer. Okay. Padre, te damos las gracias por todas las bendiciones que nos das. Te damos gracias por la vida, te damos gracias por la buena salud, te damos gracias por las fuerzas. En fin, gracias, Padre, por todas las bendiciones que nos das. Hoy queremos agradecerte esto y te queremos pedir que podamos ser dignos de todos esas bendiciones que nos das, esos regalos que nos das, por simplemente tratando de mejorarnos como personas, que es lo que tú nos pides. Tratar de mantener tus mandamientos, ser más honestos, ser más obedientes, ser más amorosos, ser más responsables, en fin, mejorarnos como personas. Padre, permítenos ser mejores personas hoy. También, Padre, como siempre, pidiendo para todas aquellas personas que están sufriendo de una forma u otra, quizás espiritualmente, emocionalmente, físicamente, que están en las cárceles, están en los hospitales o quizás están en sus casas, pero están pasando por momentos difíciles. Padre, ayúdalos. Padre, gracias por las bendiciones que le da y el bienestar que le das a mi familia, a mis amistades, compañeros de trabajo. Gracias, Padre. Te bendecimos, te adoramos. Amén. Y rápidamente quisiera yo let's do quickly the weather forecast because we spent a little time talking about
Which was
the wonders
of natural,
of the wonders
nature.
of Mother Nature. But, you know, we have to go through this. This is the weather report for today, Tuesday, the 29th of December. Mark the day, 29th. In 2 days' time, we're in New Year's Eve, 31st New Year's Eve. The report was generated 6 o'clock, which indicates that moisture is increasing slightly over the area. On the 24-hour forecast, sunny with some cloudy spells today. Showers will be generally isolated with a few more over northern coastal areas. Cloudy at times tonight with a few showers mainly over northern and central areas. The winds blowing from the east, southeast 10 to 20 knots with occasional higher gusts. The sea state is moderate to rough. And because of that, there is a small craft alert. In other words, those people, those operators of small craft, please exercise caution. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for some cloudy spells with a few showers mainly over northern and central areas of the country. The temperatures along the coast, 87 degrees Fahrenheit, inland 91 degrees Fahrenheit, up in the hills 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows along the coast 78 degrees Fahrenheit, inland 73, and up in the hills 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The tides, there was a low tide at 6:58 this morning. There will be another low tide at 6:44 this evening. There will be a high tide at 12:54 p.m., which is this afternoon, and then there will be another high tide at 12:34, but that is 34 minutes after midnight tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning, guys, at 22 minutes after 6. The sun sets today at 28 minutes after 5. The moon sets this morning at 9:32, which is within 2 hours, and the moon rises again at 9:32 p.m. 9:32, 9:32. Take that for Rick if you want. We want to thank Forecaster Gordon for that information. Buenos días, compañeros. ¿Cómo se encuentran? Ojalá y todo esté bien con ustedes. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, martes. Ya es el 29 de diciembre. Y el reporte generado a las 6 de la mañana indica de que un poquito más de humedad, vamos a estar viendo un poquito más de humedad que se traduce en lluvia. Okay. Esto para los siguientes 24 horas. Vamos a tener un poquito más humedad, más lluvia, más chubascos sobre nuestra área. Hoy, bastante soleado, con algunos periodos de nubosidad. Si es que vemos chubascos, estos estarán generalmente aislados, con la posibilidad de algunos chubascos sobre las áreas costeras del norte. Nublado a veces hoy por la noche, con chubascos esencialmente sobre las áreas del norte y las áreas costeras. Así que está pronosticando algunos chubascos para esta área por la noche. Los vientos volando del este-sudeste de 10 a 20 nudos, con ráfagas más fuertes ocasionalmente. El estado del mar puede estar bastante y sumamente agitado, y por eso aquellas pequeñas embarcaciones, por favor, ejercer mucho cuidado, mucha cautela. El mar puede estar bastante peligroso. Para el miércoles durante el día y miércoles por la noche, el pronóstico es para periodos de nubosidad con algunos chubascos esencialmente sobre la área del norte y sobre áreas costeras del país de Belice. Las temperaturas altas por la costa 87, al interior 91 y por las colinas 80 grados. Pareciera como si estoy leyendo un reporte para el mes de junio, para el mes de mayo. 91, 90, lluvia, híjole. Y las temperaturas bajas por la costa 78, al interior 73 y por las colinas 68 grados. Marea baja, hubo una marea baja a las 6:58, habrá otra a las 6:44 hoy por la noche, habrá una marea alta a las 12:54 hoy por la tarde y otra a las 12:34 mañana luego de la medianoche. El sol salió hoy a las 6:22, se oculta a las 5:28, la luna igualmente sale 9:32 y se oculta justamente 9:32 hoy por la noche. Y le damos las gracias a Forecaster Gordon por esta información traída desde el Belize Weather Bureau. Compañeros, vamos a tomar esta pausa rápidamente y regresamos con ustedes. Tan pronto esos anuncios.
Digicel customers, roaming is now easier than ever. With activation, it's automatic. What does that mean? Cross the border and you call and text like you're home. And receive text for free. No need to activate. It's automatic. Next time you cross the border, roam like you're home with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
Investing in the people of our country means investing in the future of our country. Working to build a stronger Belize, focusing efforts in areas where it was most needed, transforming the Belizean people through job preparedness and skills training. Almost 500 Belizeans from all over the country have received vital job preparedness trainings and have entered new jobs in the areas of customer service, marketing and sales, and in the booming business process outsourcing industry. We understand that the future of our country lays in the strengthening and the upliftment of our people. Transforming Belize, a government for all.
Love her today, find 100 ways.
This December, find 100 ways to show them you care. Get 100 minutes and 100 texts each day, all for just $2.99. Think about it. That's over $60 worth of talk for only $2.99 per day. Just dial star 100 to activate. And get 100 ways to show your Digit friends and fam you care with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
My name is Ken.
Sherry Burgess from New York.
Well, I believe we have come a long way.
The development it's really great. You know, the roads are much nicer. Streets are so nice now.
More commercial buildings, more businesses.
It is nothing like the Belize that I see today.
I'm happy with Belize's progress, and I hope they continue to do it. As a young nation, I think we're growing, and what the government is doing so far is very good for the country.
Dean Barrow is the man, and he came in and do a whole lot, changed this whole country around, and
he's doing an excellent job. They're catching up.
I think that Belize have arrived finally.
Everything has changed and developed so beautifully.
We're proud to be Belizean, proud to be Belizean.
for just $1.99, now through December. With Digicel's all-new cheaper night shift. You get unlimited talk and text all night for just $1.99. Just dial *638 each night to activate. This December, go all night long, all month long, with Digicel's new cheaper night shift. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
Christmas everywhere is special, but nowhere more so than in Belize. The fellow feeling and family feeling that Christmas brings, the sense that God has particularly blessed all of us in this country, is spread throughout the land. And every community, every race and culture celebrates the season in ways that reflect the goodness and the oneness inspired in us by the birth of our Lord. That is why there is so much reaching out at this time. That is why so many that are able to give thanks for all that they have also give back to those that don't have. I believe this Christmas spirit that always animates Belizeans in their annual embrace of one another is fully present again this year. And so it gives my family and me great pleasure to join you as together we pray for continued harmony and goodwill, as we hymn the Christ child and ask his special consideration for those in need, and as we wish each other peace and joy.
I bring particular greetings to the women and children of our nation.
And I salute all the kids, especially the orphans, those that are sick, and those with special needs.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year.
Disturbing last night on the news. You sit down and watch good things happen, and I'm gonna mention a good thing before, like about the little baby that left the country to undergo surgery in the U.S. They call it $1 million baby.
Oh, okay, all right.
Say kudos and hats off to the people and the organization who made that possible, and providing all goes well in the surgery, this baby will have a normal life, Emmanuel.
Yes.
So I want to say, indeed, that there's still good people left in this world.
It's a Christmas miracle of life. Yes, I saw the news. I saw it on the news. I also saw in the news and about this. It's a sorry situation where and as I was listening to it, I go like, but what in the world is a 1-year-old baby doing out on the road for this baby
That's
to be
the question everybody asks.
You know,
and
what in the world
gate?
was this baby doing on the road, for God's sake? You know.
1-year-old.
But I'm just going to quickly touch it. It says the life of one 1-year-old Genesis Medina was cut short when a man suspected to have been under the influence at the time knocked her down last night. The incident happened in the village of San Esteban in front of the child's home. So what was baby Genesis doing out on the street unattended? A 1-year-old baby. And why was the driver of the vehicle speeding in the middle of the village? So he says 3 months ago, baby Genesis celebrated her first birthday, but the joy that this innocent smile brought to her family has been replaced by lingering grief. Okay, on Sunday around 4:40, the baby was knocked down and killed by the speeding gold Mazda pickup truck. But let me see, just tell you what it is. Then you had an interview with Selvin Tillett that says in Juok, where they observed the body of a female infant lying motionless The family is shattered by what he describes as a freak accident. Freak, one split that changed their lives forever. The baby was taken really good by her parents, who are very hardworking parents, to give them a good living. The baby was playing with her brothers, and in a blink of an eye, her dad turned around and everything happened like lightning. The baby went out on the street in front of a house, and the man drunk, he took away the life of the baby. Well, two terrible things happened right there. One, the baby came out of the yard and went out on the street. And secondly, a drunken man or a person under the influence passed and knocked her down. Two things. Because if it were somebody who was not under the influence, that person would have stopped, and or somebody who knew would have stopped and said, "Hello, miss, your baby out on the street," you know, or blow or something. But it's one of those unfortunate situations. How life can just quickly change like that for this family, you know? Quickly, I mean, like at the blink of an eye, everything just quickly changed. Now, can you imagine, you know, and tell her that your 1-year-old baby has been killed, and you open you go up front and you see a baby splattered out in front of. I mean, that's a sad situation, really sad situation.
It's like every time you come out of that gate, you just bring back that to you. Every time.
But yo no sé qué pasó con este individuo, que estaba realmente completamente ido o qué pasó, pero para estar manejando así tan rápidamente en una aldea y para no poder siquiera controlar su vehículo, parar siquiera y decir, señores, este nene está fuera en la calle. But it's something that could have been avoided, man. Definitely could have been avoided, Dylan. I mean, and then on the other news, I think one of the is saying that that there was. Let me just quickly go through this, because you know, it says a series of 6 crimes involving minors in Orange Walk. That Orange Walk police are investigating. He says at 2 in the afternoon on Boxing Day, which will be the 26th of December, the boy's mother, a housewife of Trial Farm Village, woke up to the screams of her mother-in-law, who had alerted her that she had just caught a man sexually assaulting her 5-year-old son. ¿Dónde vamos?
Sick.
¿Dónde vamos?
Sicko.
Okay. Quick police response has led to the detention of one suspect. Police were unable to say if the person is known to the family, but we understand that authorities are preparing to levy charges against him. And yesterday, a 15-year-old female minor of Orange Walk visited the police station with her mother and reported to the authorities that she had had sexual intercourse, but
with 2 different versions.
With 2 different people.
That's the one where I don't really. Anyway, the law is the law. If they're under 16, then they can't give consent. So you will be charged for
No quiere joder ni todo.
You understand me? But I think, in our fairness to man, some people, maybe this law need to be revisited, man. Because 15 years old, that's still not legally in the books, you know? But 2 separate occasions, and until now you want to tell them about it. Something gone wrong there. Somebody never gets something when they forget or so you decide, well, report this. I don't understand. Normally, what could bug me off in the news, I mean, as man, you have to know your limits. Really, I don't want to make it sound like, please don't get me wrong, I don't want nobody to say that it's okay. I think it's okay to have sexual relationship with a 15-year-old or a 14-year-old, but you hear in the news sometimes that a 15-year-old minor and her parents went to the police station and blah, 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 that on January 1st of 2014, no, we're at 2015, you know, they had sexual relations, and on the August 23rd of 2013, 2 years or a year or 6 months of they got reported, they still end up, they drag your court and lock you up. And sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not true. But I don't know. I think that it kind of rough. You know, then you make you wonder, like, duh, why till now?
You think that there is an ulterior motive to the whole thing?
Sometimes somebody get vexed over something.
Because, I mean, me could talk the God's truth. I mean, a lot of young people are...
on the chopping block.
Are having sex way before they're 15 years.
Oh, yes.
You know? And I'm not telling you that that is right. I'm just telling you that that's a fact.
That's a fact. Statistics
This
show
is a
that.
fact. And you are right. In some cases, though, most cases go unreported where the person, well, just goes and has a fine time.
6 months after.
But
something goes sour down the road.
Something goes sour. Something goes haywire, and then all of a sudden, he or she's found in a situation where it's going to carry on the court.
Yeah.
Because I have it within my rights
to report that person.
Because they're underage, so they use it conveniently.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
You know?
And I would be careful how I comment. I mean, but I wouldn't say that it's wrong, but it's sad. Because again, I was taught by a friend of mine who, a retired magistrate, he said, listen to me. He said, if you're 50, if you're 60, if you're 15, and you are 16, tonight, 12 o'clock, he said, and you reach your house for something, 5 to 12, he said, try carry her back. Carry her back where you come from, or send out. I tell her, yes, he said, because when the statement go down, that they reach you, and the man say about 2 minutes to 12 you had sexual relation with her and you never 16 yet. What you could say, I don't want it, or I conceded to it, you know? You're going to jail. That's how serious that thing, Emmanuel. That was serious charge when they got there. But it's just sad to me when you hear the reports that some 6 months ago or about a year and a half ago, he had relationship with her. At the time she was 14, or at the time she was 15. Now at the time she was 15, now she 17. You know, and then most of the time when they go to court, the girl they say, we don't remember nothing. I don't remember nothing. So after the system don't drag you through an embarrassment of the media, you know, maybe for all you know you're gonna do your 90 days of prison, you're there for Supreme Court bail, only if you make later on down the road, they don't remember. They think they're rough, you know.
Of course it is.
But again, too, as a man, you have to know
your limits.
Your limits. You can't get tempted and get carried away. Because when you meet some young ladies out there with fully developed, big, some are nearly bigger than you.
What if they lie to you? What if they tell you, what if the person tells you, I'm 18?
This is why they tell you, because of their size and their appearance and how they look, you know, their features.
But is that a good defense?
But I wouldn't know because I've never been in that situation before. And I don't think I will reach that situation. But it is a good defense, but you have to go in a court. After you don't get charged, drag up on the news, scandal your name, then you have to go find out if that's a good defense in a court. It's a pity. Well, I say pity. I think for most people that in Belize we don't have that system. What
about men? What about young boys in the sense that when, you know, a young man, when does he become
16 or 16?
When does he become legally a man? In other words, where he can take his own
I
decisions?
think, I am not sure if I could answer, but let me try. If you could, somebody call me or correct me, I don't mind. I think this is the age of 16 stand across the board as consent. you know.
So when we become consensual adults.
Right. But you know that Belize, your legal age as a man at 18. You know, normally when you're 18, you can vote. The U.S. at 21.
In some states.
Yeah, 21, you know. So I think Belize at 18. Well, we know Belize at 18 because you can vote. You have a right, you know. But again, too, I think the consensual age 16. I stand to be corrected, but you just have to be careful. In that case like you were reading just now, Emmanuel, one time she had a relation with somebody, what is the dates, and then a couple of months after you have, so now they report what, 200 person?
Yes, that's what the news said. That's what the news said.
So,
but for fear of going in
too deep
into a little, at least murky waters, we can get out of that conversation.
No está fair.
No está fair.
No está fair.
We can get out of that conversation. Yes, I do believe that the cane season, the cane zafra, empezó de nuevo. You know, some days ago, it was agreed by all parties concerned that because of the high content of mud in the sugarcane, and because of the deplorable conditions of the roads due to the incessant rains, they went on a pause. And I think it was announced that it was going to be reopening on the 28th, 29th.
I guess steam kickoff,
yes.
Kickoff.
Yes, so we're hoping that from now on it's all the way through, because you know, we are already at the end of December, and let's hope that the quality of cane, vamos a tomar un tiempo aquí para tratar de hacer lo mejor de una situación que ya sabemos de que los precios no están tan buenos, pero si encima estamos entregando caña que tiene una gran cantidad de lodo, entonces esto al final del día va a notarse, y entonces el precio que conseguimos finalmente para lo que es pueda variar, porque ya sabes, si es que estás ya sabemos de que pues el precio varía dependiendo del TCTS, pero lo estamos pidiendo todos simplemente aquí como un servicio público, y hagamos el mejor esfuerzo, el mayor esfuerzo para llevar caña que esté lo más limpia posible. Obviamente nunca va a estar completamente limpio, pero quisiera tomar tiempo ahora para desearle todo lo mejor a los cañeros para que de ahora en adelante sea entrega de caña, corte y entrega de caña hasta cuando ya la zafra lo permita, el tiempo lo permita, perdón, digamos fin de mayo, principios de junio, cuando sea el caso, porque entonces vamos a tener ya 5, casi 6 meses de zafra, y ojalá que a ese punto entonces se pueda extender la zafra para poder acomodar, si es que el tiempo lo permite, si es que el clima lo permite más bien, no tanto el tiempo, el clima lo permite, si es que no llueve, es más, para poder extender la zafra hasta unas 2 o 3 semanas más, posiblemente hasta un mes, no sé, si es que así se necesita, para permitir a todos entregar aún más caña, ya luego de todo lo que hemos escuchado, que se le cortó quitó se le bajó la cuota bueno, mis deseos son tal de que podamos llegar todos a un acuerdo y que todos puedan tener éxito al final de esta zafra. No sé qué difícil va a ser o qué fácil va a ser todo esto, pero simplemente son mis deseos. De lo que entiendo es simplemente el precio del azúcar blanca, que va a elevarse tan pronto el primero, ¿cuándo es? el 1 de enero. El precio de azúcar trigueña no se eleva. Algunas personas estarán preguntando, bueno, ¿y qué pasó con brown sugar? ¿No va a subir también? Pues de lo que entendemos, el statutory instrument que se firmó el 4 de diciembre indica claramente que simplemente es plantation sugar. Es más, la azúcar blanca que va a elevarse a 75 centavos por libra. El precio de la azúcar trigueña no se va a subir. Es más, no debe de quedar al precio que está. Si es que entonces ven que ciertos negocios están subiendo el precio de la azúcar trigueña, eso es completamente ilegal. BSI ha confirmado de que ellos no han subido el precio de su azúcar y que insiste de que hasta el día de hoy siempre existen personas que están tomando ventaja de la situación, literalmente así, tomando ventaja de la situación y han estado vendiendo azúcar por precio mucho más alto, hasta 75 centavos o más por libra de azúcar blanca. Eso a este punto, a este tiempo, no es correcto. El precio de azúcar sigue siendo 50 centavos por libra y no hasta el 1 de enero. El 1 de enero se puede justificar el alce del precio de azúcar hasta 75 centavos. Y simplemente es el azúcar blanca. La azúcar trigueña no sube el precio. And that's good news. Because a lot of people use brown sugar.
Definitely.
I prefer that any day.
Yeah. They claim it better, no?
Yes, much, much better.
But the good thing is that the good news, just to recap on what you're saying, that the factory start up again.
Mm-hmm.
And again, look at the bright side on this whole scenario. Maybe for the first time, the factory and the farmers and the association had agreed on something without making a big fuss over it. I don't know how you see.
Yes, it was significant.
Because everybody realized that they were at a losing end, no? With Mother Nature, the mud and the rain and all of that. So everybody decided pause it, make it dry up a little bit, and proceed. And I think
because it was convenient, you know. It was a mutual agreement because I think that they both understood that if the cane farmers put in cane with a lot of mud, that's going to be reflected at the end of the day.
Of course.
In the price that they get.
What I'm saying is that this is just the same way that they need to come together every time and discuss and
yes,
come
I
to
agree.
agreement
I agree with you.
at a mature stage and come to agreement to move the industry forward. So I want to congratulate both parties, the miller and the farmer, for making that decision and putting everything on hold till it could be better, which was yesterday, no?
Yes.
We had a steam fire in a boiler fire in a tongue kick off, no?
Oh yes, heard it strong too. Heard it strong, very strong. I heard it last night. I don't recall. I think about 10 o'clock or something like that.
With the whistle.
It was a loud noise. Came all the way into town. Came all the way. I have a letter which I want to, and it comes from Belize Sugar Industries, and it's directed to the presidents of the cane farmers associations, both Belize cane farmers, Scorzal sugar producers, and also the progressive sugar cane farmers. And it essentially talks about the revised first cane price estimate for the 2016 crop. And it's a letter which says we have received a copy of the statutory instrument, which is the SI. This is the SI that the Minister of Agriculture signed to help help really the situation where the farmers were saying, tell you what, our price is too low. We're hoping that some measure can be taken And the measure was to increase the price of sugar effective the 1st of January, just so that at the end of the day, it gives them about $3 or $4 million more, and it just about takes the price of cane to manageable levels.
Ease up on
Yes.
pressure.
It says it will be, that price will be effective January 1st. The increase is only for plantation white sugar and does not include the recommendation contained in the original proposal agreed by all industry stakeholders and submitted to the government through the SICB in 2014 to increase to 65 cents per pound the retail for brown sugar. So there were plans to increase the price of retail of brown sugar, but that did not happen. Okay. Therefore, we have revised the first cane price estimate for the 2016 crop to reflect the increase in the price for plantation white sugar. We advise that the revised first estimate average cane price for 2016 crop is $45.25 per ton of cane. In accordance with our agreement, 81% of the price is due as first payment, which results in a first payment price of $36.65 per ton of cane. You will note that the increase estimated in the original proposal made in 2014 amounts to an increase in the cane price of $4.60. The reason for the reduction in the cane price reflected above are the original revenue increase in the original proposal included the increase for brown sugar, including the increase for brown sugar was $7.8 million. The actual revenue increase without increase for brown sugar is $6.95 million. So some sort of adjustment was being made there because obviously the brown sugar, the price of the brown sugar was not taken up as had originally been planned. So these are some sort of adjustments that needed to be done because they have to deal only with the price of the white sugar. The original revenue increase was predicted in a crop size of 1.1 million tons of cane. And this is obviously one of the interesting things because I go like, bueno, ¿cómo van a poder predecir qué va a ser el precio si ni siquiera sabes cuánto va a ser, cuánto vas a moler? So, you know, these figures are figures which they use, yeah, and it says the original revenue increase was predicated on a crop size of 1.1 million tons of cane, the 2013 figure. So they use the previous year's figure. The new figure reflects the 2015-2016 crop assumption used to calculate the cane price estimate of 1.225 million tons of cane. Therefore, while the full impact of the increase has been reflected in the cane price, it's shared across a greater volume of cane. The increase in cane payment therefore fully recognizes the revenue as outlined in the proposal to government, except for the proposed price increase for brown sugar. Okay. The figures are derived from increased revenue of $6.95 million. Of this, farmers' portion amounts to 65%, or $4.52 million, which, on the basis of the 2016 crop estimate for cane to be milled of 1.225 million tons, works out to an increase in the estimated cane price of around $3.70 per ton, from $41.56 to $45.25. So this is the increase that they're getting. Okay?
Yeah.
This is now formalizing the whole situation. This is why I'm telling you that now the first cane payment is determined with reference to the schedule of cane payments in Appendix 3 in the commercial agreement, which provides that the first estimated cane price falls between $45.01 and $46. The first payment will be 81% of the estimated cane price, in this case 81% of $45.25 or $36.65. As indicated in our previous correspondence on the cane price estimate for 2015-2016, the detailed estimate assumes the following: that 1,225,000 tons of cane will be milled and will realize 129,000 tons of sugar, and 38,000 tons of molasses, of which 15,000 tons of sugar and 8,000 tons of molasses will be for local consumption. I didn't realize that we use that much, 8,000 tons of molasses. I guess all the distilleries use that a lot, right? That 106,000 tons of sugar will be sold to the EU, which is the European Union market, as raw sugar to Tate and Lyle Sugars Limited, and realize an average FAS price, free alongside ship price of $620.75 per ton. The tonnage allocation to the EU is subject to actual production and finalization. Now, what continues really is just an explanation. So, but I went into great pains to tell you verbatim what the letter from Belize Sugar Industry says, where they have made adjustments to the price of ton of sugar, of cane, not sugar, of cane. So that is good news. Okay? I will go into a break, guys, and we'll be right back with you. Vamos a tomar una pausa cuando son exactamente las 8 de la mañana, compañeros, y ya es martes 29 de diciembre. Vamos a tomar una pausa. Let's take that break.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star, yes. You live in color to the limit. Large and in charge, yes. That's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
Transforming beliefs, transforming lives. Whoa, transforming beliefs. Transforming the lives. In beliefs, you and me, building stronger, grow our children. We transforming right before you, working harder, make us feel proud. See the streets are getting better. We are building bridges higher, education, moving forward, land for farmers and our mothers. Transforming for everyone, beliefs comes together as one. We're building at the end of the day, together we live all the way. Let's come together, let us be stronger, working together, let's live a religion flag, a religion flag, a religion flag, a religion flag, a religion flag. Oh, transforming beliefs. Transforming the life. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
How can I help you, sir?
Must get credit.
Is it credit that your problem? There you go.
Thanks to save my life.
Never be stranded again. Digicel prepaid customers dial *77 followed by the pound sign and transfer credit. That's it. Save a life today with Digicel's Send Me Credit.
Already again.
Get more, do more, love more, live more with Digicel.
Christmas everywhere is special, but nowhere more so than in Belize. The fellow feeling and family feeling that Christmas brings, the sense that God has particularly blessed all of us in this country, is spread throughout the land. And every community, every race and culture celebrates this season in ways that reflect the goodness and the oneness inspired in us by the birth of our Lord. That is why there is so much reaching out at this time. That is why so many that are able to give thanks for all that they have also give back to those that don't have. I believe this Christmas spirit that always animates Belizeans in their annual embrace of one another is fully present again this year. And so it gives my family and me great pleasure to join you as together we pray for continued harmony and goodwill as we hymn the Christ child and ask his special consideration for those in need, and as we wish each other peace and joy.
I bring particular greetings to the women and children of our nation.
And I salute all the kids, especially the orphans, those that are sick, and those with special needs.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year.
Digicel customers, roaming is now easier than ever. With activation that's automatic. What does that mean? Cross the border and you call and text like you're home. And receive text for free. No need to activate. It's automatic. Next time you cross the border, roam like you're home with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
Investing in the people of our country means investing in the future of our country. Working to build a stronger Belize. Focusing efforts in areas where it was most needed. Transforming the Belizean people through job preparedness and skills training. Almost 500 Belizeans from all over the country have received vital job preparedness trainings and have entered new jobs in the areas of customer service, marketing and sales, and in the booming business process outsourcing industry. We understand that the future of our country lays in the strengthening and the upliftment of our people. Transforming Belize, a government for all.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Buenos días, compañeros, de vuelta.
They see you and know you're living.
Pues, estamos
Always.
terminando el año, ¿verdad? Es 29 de diciembre y estamos, como mencioné hace unos cuantos días, estamos reformateando el show, Sugar City Morning Show. Obviamente este es un show político, pero cuando ya hayan sucedido las elecciones, entonces, pues, ¿de qué se habla? Pero siempre hay temas de gran importancia para todos nosotros, de gran interés para todos nosotros, a toda la audiencia que nos ve y que nos escucha. Y obviamente vamos a tratar de traerles estos temas para a su atención, para que ambos podamos tener un programa interactivo donde podemos gozar de su opinión acerca de los temas. Pero, sin embargo, estos son los últimos días del año. Estamos simplemente tratando los asuntos como los actuales y pues sobre todo quiero a este punto darle la bienvenida a Chequi, Robert Chequi Osha. Mi compañero de LOL estuvo aquí rápidamente. Bienvenido, Chequi. ¿Cómo estás? How are you doing?
I'm good.
You kept busy all over the Christmas weekend holidays because everybody want Youth Connection band.
Why I'm busy for true. I'm busy.
You were busy Christmas Eve, you were busy Christmas Day, you were busy Boxing Day, you were busy the 27th. Christ!
I never box though. You move your boxing day.
You were there, boom.
Yeah, I'm there, boom. Dylan had to step out for a bit. I guess he will not be back on the show for the rest of the remainder of the 20 minutes that we have here, but we trust and hope that he will be back tomorrow. And we hope that whatever he needs to get done, he get it done, no?
Right.
You know, but the Christmas was working, but it was a little bit quiet. But now we're going into 2016. A lot of people, you know, every New Year's, Emmanuel, people say they make the New Year resolution.
I don't make any.
You know, but I wonder if then people make the New Year's resolution, if they just make it and say, okay, this is my plan for the New Year, this is what I want to happen. Because if that's so, then if you make one New Year's resolution for 2015 and never achieve what you wanted, then why make a new one for 2016? You know?
The way I see it, any time is good for change.
Any time is good for change because calendar years is only calendar years, you know, Emmanuel.
And the problem with 1st of January and so forth is that we can always find another equally important day sometime, you know, close by, where we can say, I know we did 1st of January. In fact, I don't broke me promise, but I will do it for Easter. So there you go, procrastinating all over again.
Right.
And then, lo voy a hacer para Easter. Viene Easter y nunca lo haces. No es la fecha. No es la fecha. It's you.
That's
your
right, yes,
determination.
you, so
and you can pick any time to do anything you want.
Yeah, that's just like then got people will live for only for 3 years. Then have people will live for 15 years. Then have people will live for 20 years. So on your birthday, it depends on how you live. It depends on how you carry out your life.
Exactly.
Because just the calendar tell you are 1 year older. You understand? So it's how you understand where they come from?
Yes, yes.
It's how you keep up yourself.
That's
you know,
right.
so the same thing when people say, well, my New Year's resolution, I was married. Some say they are divorced. Some say they want a big house. Some say they want a car. Some say they want to study. They want better off than life. They want better off their family. They want to get out of some of them debts. You know, but then if it don't happen in 2015, then I think you need to look back. You need to look back and say, you know, this was my plan. This was my aim for 2015. It never happened. So where did I went wrong? What went wrong? What was I doing not correctly?
Yes, sir.
You know, before you say, okay, well, I got you 2015. 2016, this is the one I hope for. But you have to pass that first hump before you go into the next one, right?
That's exactly right.
You know, so.
That's exactly right.
You know, and, well, as you mentioned earlier, that this morning show, we usually do our politics on the show. But for the acknowledgement for everybody who usually listen to the show, trying to put together a little going out with a bang, you know, for the 31st. You know, people have...
What do you plan to do, Chequi? Talk to me. What do you exactly plan to do?
Well, talking about planning what to do, let's go to the reason first. We have people, they listen to it every day. People tolerate, put on a TV early in the morning and see you. The night and see you too. They don't complain. You know, so what we want to do, want to like finish off with a little treat. So we want to have like a, it not be a countdown because it's be early in the morning. The same time we have the morning show. We want to bring in the band. I'm gonna bring in the Youth Connection.
And not
band.
just any band. This is the Youth Connection band.
So that we could play for the people there and try to get some giveaways for our listening and viewing audience. But what we want to do, we want to try to see if we can take it downtown. If we can take the show downtown. That's the plans we're working on right now. See if we can take it downtown and do it right in front of the radio station. So instead of having the show inside the studio, have it there and invite audience to see how the show is being conducted, how all the cameras is set up so they can see all the behind the scene work. When they see only myself and you here, or maybe you and Delon here, there's many other people behind the scene that is working, so that people can see the production of what we do.
Exactly.
So that could appreciate, you know what, man, I watch the show right now, but I know they have somebody behind the camera, they have somebody behind the controls, they have somebody to do this, somebody to do that. Because you know, usually see then things that...
Oh, no, you don't know. No. That's why we acknowledge them at the end of the show.
Right, yeah, we usually do. So when you hear Morris come on the camera, then you will be able to see exactly what he does when he's behind the camera. When they say Raheem Wagner on all the controls, then you will see exactly what he's doing. And then at the same time, we'll have the music to, you know, enhance people for acknowledgement, for always viewing the show and be with us. So it's just like a little treat for something a little bit different than the usual show that we do, right?
Well, that sounds good. I like that idea. I like that idea.
But right now we're working on the logistics to see how we can get the signal from that side to this side. That's what we'll be doing today. We're doing a test, the technical part. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Hello.
Yes, hello, good morning, good morning. Go ahead, sir, and just speak directly into your telephone, please.
Hello, good morning. Happy one and PUP the cry over in the radio say money done. That will happen, man.
Who the cry must say money done?
This one the cry directly as the Matura will start saying the cry money done, Petro Carib. Yesterday on my right store of Petro Carib. Tell me something, man, let it go on. Okay, have a nice day.
So Emmanuel, that's what we're trying to do, man. You know, I do something a little bit different. So we want to present the show.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
You see, they have those big networks like NBC.
Oh yes, they do, and they have it from Times Square. And they have it from, you know, where and people enjoy watching those things, and they take time out to say, "Hello, mommy, we're back in Little Rock, Arkansas."
I see the text on the phone and the talk on the phone. You see me up there?
Yes.
Or maybe sometime in the car and I say, "Hey, I see you right there at NBC."
Yes.
So we want to try to create some type of atmosphere like that, you know.
That's good. I like that. It breaks the monotony of you know.
Yeah. See how that like that.
And then it gives us something to look forward to.
Yeah. So
and it also gives the audience a reason to watch us and because obviously this is going to be a fun show.
Right. So and also you know, like when we talk about the New Year's resolution, people could pass by and say, you know what is my New Year's resolution? This is it, and they go live on TV.
Maybe we have a wishing well.
Yeah. So that's
showing you only 1 cent, only 5 cents, only shilling. I say.
Yeah, that is basically que estamos pensando para hacer, papá.
Pues ojalá y lo puedan traer y que sea un éxito, because you already piqued our interest and my curiosity. I was thinking, and I'm sure that you'll find an answer to the OB, to the technical part of it. I'm sure that you'll find an answer to that. I think that given this day and age, and with so many smart persons around here,
technology is available.
Man, I mean, nothing is impossible. I remember that my brother Raul did.
Oh, yes.
Did one, and I think it was from Warren's house on Progress Street, where he did a live transmission of Los Norteños. Yeah, and this is what, 20-odd years ago. And if that could happen 20-odd years ago, hey, we are 2015 going to 2016. What stops us?
When we talk television, Emmanuel, not only in the north but in the country of Belize. They have a very sophisticated equipment by the name of Pioneer. They have Pioneer stereos, and I'm sure that you are familiar with the brand Pioneer. But when we talk about a pioneer when it comes to television and broadcast and the real spirit and the optimism behind it, that's the late, great Raul Martinez. He's the pioneer.
You worked along with him.
Oh, yes. Yes, very, very good working relation, and he know a man who no give up. If he want to do something, we are there for this and that. And for morning and night, and we get it done. So when you mention about that transmission there from
that was a live transmission.
Yeah,
that was the first time in the history of Orange Rock that we had a live transmission.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm not even sure if it's only for Orange Rock. I think it might be even for other districts as well. I'm not sure there, but we had
a very far.
Yeah, yes, right.
We used to
But
have
it was a
Channel 8 and
live
Channel 10.
transmission, live. Así como, and it was not here at the studios, it was someplace else.
Yeah, and then times back, like you mentioned earlier, we never have the type of technology
Right.
that we have today.
So 20 odd years afterwards, man, we must could do this.
Yeah, so tomorrow morning we will announce on the show if it will be there or it will be here. So we will
And
know
even
after.
if we have it here, we have it right though, Chairman.
Yes, and people come and,
Yeah.
enjoy themselves and
Yeah,
send that
yeah,
special
yeah.
message out to that special one.
Exactly, we're gonna have right, yes,
Yeah,
we're gonna have all these requests going out. Así que si quieren venir a compartir un rato con nosotros, vamos a anunciar dónde va a ser el pachangón este que está hablando Chequi.
Yeah, tomorrow morning we will
Mañana
announce
vamos a anunciar y vamos a decir si va a ser aquí, fuera, en el estudio, perdón, o si lo vamos a tener en el centro. Obviamente esto va a ser determinado por la capacidad de poder hacer la transmisión en vivo desde el centro. Obviamente esto, como así hicimos mención hace rato, hace 20 y pico de años, se logró, pero no debe ser nada difícil 20 y pico años después, dado todos los avances en tecnología y el hecho de que pues aquí también tenemos bastante gente inteligente. Todo lo que se quiere es el deseo para hacer las cosas.
That's right. I want the people to enjoy it.
Yes.
Because when you come back in January, then we'll be going back to usual business. As you can see on the show right now, we are just doing our little free flow and just, taking things easy, quiet and cool. It's the season, the reason for giving and caring and sharing. So we're not up and all that bonfire and, all anything right now. So just take it easy and then that is going to be like an appreciation show.
Yes.
Appreciation to everybody who watch, everybody who call, everybody who always have we in mind and pray for us to make sure we're okay and this and that. So it's like giving back as well,
Exactly. I'm glad. I want to thank you for that initiative. I think that we can make this a blast of a show if we have giveaways, if we have, and even if we don't have giveaways, even if we don't. But the point, because I think that comes a time where people just radiate around giveaways and so forth. Let's just enjoy the moment as it is presented to us. It's a time when we will look back at the past and said, tell you what, I've made so many mistakes. I will try from now on to try to mend my ways and
carry on in a positive way. Hello, good
way.
morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Morning. Check it.
Yes.
Morning.
Morning, sir, morning.
Morning, Mr. Martinez.
Good morning to you, sir.
Boy, I call check if you wish the Right Honorable Prime Minister Dean Oliver Barrow a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And also my area representative, Mr. Eladio Aragon Jr., and the whole family, and all the family of the UDP across the entire country of Belize. I wish them a Happy New Year. I wish them a prosperous Christmas, Happy Christmas, and a prosperous New Year. This is from a UDP supporter. You know that who check it.
Yes, man, yes.
Well, all the best to you, sir. All the best to you who takes time out to wish all these people all the blessings. Así que tomo tiempo para desearte todo lo mejor a usted y a su familia.
You see, this is the spirit, Emmanuel. So people will have the opportunity to call as well tomorrow morning.
Check it with like two brother.
Yeah.
Put out to check it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, Papa.
Take
Thank
care
you.
then.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. You see that's the spirit, Emmanuel. You know, so people have the opportunity to call. Okay, just hello down with mama. Wow, wish my brother happy New Year. You know, and got the music to play, and it's gonna be a fun time. And the most thing we want the audience to know that we appreciate them. We appreciate them and the general public, and by doing that, you know, going out there, people get more familiar with the crew. You know, so when they call somebody name, they know, oh, él es el uno que está en el campo.
Él es el que habla mucho.
Yeah. So more or less that's what we're looking at, Emmanuel. And so today we will be doing the test and see how it works. And then I believe it will work because we did it already from BSI one time. Last crop when they opened the last crop in January of 2015. We did.
You know what would be good if we did try SmackDown tongue.
Yeah. So.
If we did it right smack, maybe by I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just me running wild.
Yeah, so let's try this first one and see how it goes.
See how it goes.
You know, and better must come and follow up. So we want to invite everybody to tune in the 31st morning, you know. Spread the message, tell your friends everything.
Youth Collection Band in the house for the 31st show.
Yeah.
Vamos a terminar el año, bow, with a bang. So I want to thank you for that fantastic piece of news that you've shared with us.
It's us.
I know.
It's us, all of us together.
Of course. But obviously, I want to take time out to thank you because it's your initiative, it's your band, and you know, I don't own no band for bringing it, but you own a band. You own the Youth Connection Band, and you're making this available to the people.
And you know, it's like everything meshed together, Emmanuel, to make a good show. You know, because by ourselves bringing in the band and we have other resources that we use, then everything meshing together. So it's all the way together. You understand? So
yes, I understand perfectly.
But
así que, pues, ¿qué más nos queda simplemente decir cuando ya son las 8:26? Decir, pues, estén con nosotros el jueves por la mañana, desde las 7 de la mañana hasta las 8:30, las 9, vamos a tener a Youth Connection Band. Y todavía no podemos definir exactamente dónde vamos a tener el show, si lo vamos a tener aquí en los estudios o si lo vamos a tener algún lado y fuera del centro. Queremos hacer algo diferente, ¿verdad? Año nuevo queremos tener algo diferente, así que si podemos llevar el show al centro, con todo lo que es la logística de la tecnología, pues yo creo que tenemos gente inteligente aquí, gente capacitada para poder hacer este cambio.
And the technology is available.
And the technology is available. Vamos a ver cómo lo podemos utilizar nosotros a nuestra conveniencia.
You got it right, Emmanuel. So,
así que,
on that note, we invite you all to tune in tomorrow morning and we'll be telling you, among other things that we'll be discussing.
Pero mañana les vamos a estar definiendo más acerca de esto, les vamos a estar dando más información, porque va a ser un show donde ustedes pueden llamar o ir a llevar sus mejores deseos para sus familiares. You know, you can send in your requests. We're going to have, we hope to have some giveaways. I'm not sure about that. But we'll try our best. But it's going to be a good show, guys. And I know Youth Connection Band, they must strike up some
nice music.
Nice music for dance. Así que desde muy temprano les vamos a poner en ánimo de baile. Porque final del día, that's what the New Year's celebration is.
Fun. Yeah.
Fun. Christmas, you stay home, you eat your reno, you go sleep. New Year's is fun.
Yeah. And we have a text here from Ms. Fleur. Want to thank everybody here at North Television Channel 10 and Universal Radio for doing a good job and for bringing this show over every morning.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, so on that note, Emmanuel, we want to thank everyone who tuned in. On behalf of the Honorable Gaspar Vega and his entire family, he takes this opportunity to send out a special greeting to everyone and hope well for the new 2016 year that we will be moving into, which is going to be a very busy year as well, Emmanuel. Not only in business, but we know lots of politics will be riling up in 2016. We're having village council elections.
We have the village council elections.
We have both major political parties having their conventions.
The conventions for leadership.
Yeah,
so,
and different positions. So
right. So
it's going to be the first part of the year is going to be very, very busy.
Very, very, and important enough, you know. A lot of big decisions will be made.
Right. So and we'll be right here to.
We'll be right here to cover them.
Right.
So, compañeros, tenemos ya son las 8:30. Les quiero dar las gracias a Chequi por
Como
estar
siempre,
conmigo durante este último segmento del show. Así que con esto les damos las gracias por la participación, por la preferencia en realidad. Muchas gracias por la preferencia y con esto quiero darle las gracias a las personas que están detrás del escenario ahí, a Morris, Rahim, no sé si Sam está ahí también. Muchas gracias de parte de todos aquí, a ustedes también, que lo pasen muy bien y mañana les damos más detalles acerca del show y el jueves entonces tenemos un pachangón bien aquí en los estudios o ahí fuera en el centro del pueblo. Pero mañana les damos más información. Compañeros, cuídense mucho y tengan todos un buen día.
Certainly, folks, so we'd like to thank you all who tuned in today. We'd like to send out a special commend the Orange Walk Police Formation for doing a great job over the Christmas season always.
Yes.
And Mr. Tillett in charge and everybody that works there, the special constable, everybody. I'm reminding you that the Boundary Store has 50% off on everything in the store, so you can shop at the Boundary Store today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can imagine somebody going there and getting a bike for $40. A bike, $40 because they are going at discount prices. But on that note, folks, we'd like to thank you all. Emmanuel don't acknowledge everybody, so I would like to acknowledge everyone that tuned in, and tomorrow morning we'll be back with you as we say bye-bye. Hasta mañana till we meet again.
Hasta luego.